Agusan del Sur State College of Agriculture and Technology History. The history of Agusan del Sur State College of Agriculture and Technology is a story of consistent growth and development. It chronicles the interesting evolution of hopes, service, challenges, and successes. It narrates the humble beginning as it struggled to where it is today. It will continue its trajectory towards continuing excellent education services to the humanity. Sometimes in 1906, a group of Americans headed by the Honorable Dency Worcester visited Agusan province, surveyed the area and assesses the needs of the people. The province of Agusan was a vast hinterland, populated by Manobos and few Christians. Realizing the needs for educating the people to a better way of life, the Americans established the Manobo Industrial School, MIS, in June 1908. The school was operated for the children of Manobo Datos from the region of Simulao, Adgawan, Umayam, Gibong, and Wabuuhot. Mr. Carlston Berger was the principal. He was assisted by Mr. and Miss Joseph Kemp, Mr. Liberato Fortum, and Mr. Seriaco Viahar as member of the teaching force. The school was located along the Simulao River opposite the population of the municipality of Bunawan. On June 24, 1908, Executive Number 52 was issued by the Governor General William Cameron Forbes and granted the school site with a reserve area of 41.9 hectares and 0.1 hectares. Later, the Manobo Industrial School was converted into Manobo Farm School, or MFS, with the purpose to improve the farming practice of the natives. A grade 5 class was opened in school year 1915-1916 with Mr. Ellsworth Maxwell as principal. The other teachers were Mr. George L. Brooksholm, Mr. Cornelio del Rosario, and Miss Dedicacion del Rosario. A limited number of pupils coming from the Municipal District School of Cuevas, Trento, Libertad, Beruela, La Paz, Loreto, Prosperidad, Talacogon, San Luis, Esperanza, and Vianga. Surigao were accommodated in the school dormitory with free clothing, bedding, and subsistence. The other pupils live in Bunawan with their parents or relatives. By 1926, Manobo Farm School, or MFS, was converted into Bunawan Agricultural School or BUS. First year high school was offered in school year 1927-1928. A second year in school year 1928-1929. Third year in school year 1929-1930, and fourth year school in 1930-1931. The additional site of 280.8 hectares was reserved for the BUS under Proclamation Number 677, issued by the Governor General Frank Murphy on April 2, 1934. BUS, or BES, developed steadily until enrollment reaches 400 students. Unfortunately, World War II intervened and the school was temporarily closed. So, the Filipino principal who worked for the school until the outbreak of the World War II were the following. So, first is Mr. Francisco Fernan, year 1923-1926, length of service 3 years. Mr. Manuel Flojo, 1926-1929, length of service 3 years. Mr. Acuña, 1929-1933, 4 years. Mr. Anastasio Limbo, year 1933-1938, length of service 5 years. Mr. Obias, 1938-1941, length of service 3 years. After the World War II, the late Congressman Marcos M. Calo, a native of Agusan, worked for the return of the Bunawan Agricultural School and succeeded when Republic Act No. 301 was passed in Congress and approved by His Excellency Elpidio Quirino on June 17, 1948. It authorized the creation of Bunawan Junior Agricultural High School and was formally opened in July 1948 at the former school site in Bunawan. With the re-establishment of the high school in Bunawan, parents began to enroll their children at the Bunawan Agricultural High School instead in Mampising, Davao, or in Ampayon, Butuan City. Mr. Domingo C. Gabertan decided to relocate the school campus on higher ground due to the yearly flooding on the old site. The present site now along the Agusan-Davao National Highway, Daang Maharlika. The Republic Act 1948 was approved on June 20, 1953, converting the school into Bunawan National Agricultural School, or also known as BUNAS. The Republic Act number 5917, sponsored by former Congressman Jose C. Aquino of Agusan, converted the Bunawan National Agricultural School, or BUNAS, into Southern Agusan National Agricultural College or SANAC on June 21, 1969. In school year 1989, there was a 100% qualification in NCEE among the fourth-year students who took the examination, and the school also produced its first batch of BET graduate, a significant milestone in this history of the college. Starting the academic year 1992-1993 through Dix Order Number 88, Section 1992, two academic programs were added, namely the Bachelor of Secondary Education or the BSED, major in Technology and Home Economics, and the Bachelor of Elementary Education or the BEd, with concentration in work education and with the initial offering of laboratory grade school. On the same year, Congressman Cafirino S. Paredes Jr. sponsored Batas Pambansa House Bill number 1432 and supported by the Senate Bill number 1690 of Senator Edgardo G. Angara, the conversion of SANAC into a state college. On March 1, 1995, His Excellency President Fidel B. Ramos signed RE number 7932 converting SANAC into Agusan del Sur State College of Agriculture and Technology, or also known today as ASSCAT. More degree programs were added, offered such as Diploma in Inland Fishery Technology, leading to Bachelor in Inland Fishery Technology, Bachelor of Science in Agroforestry, and Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness and Information Technology. Moreover, the DATBAT program was strengthened when ASSCAT was one of the four identified institutions in Mindanao which availed the support and assistance from the Australian Agency for International Development and Education Development Project Implementing Task Force. The project gained bilateral funding from the Philippine-Australian Agricultural Technology Education Project from 1996 to 2000. The 60 million pesos grant in aid for ASSCAT was in the form of refurbished theory room, library, farm mechanics shop, laboratories for science, crop and food processing, nursery and community outreach center. Currently, the college is implementing the continual improvement in all its processes, system, resources, and structure to provide the stakeholders its deliverable in terms of quality, accessible, and excellent tertiary education and services for the student, personnel, and community. That's all for the history of ASSCAT.
Next is I will be showing some ASSCAT photos and aerial videos. ASSCAT main gate. ASSCAT admin. ASSCAT Alumni Park. Heritage Tank of ASSCAT. Aerial drone of engineering building to sports complex. ASSCAT corn plantation. That's all. Thank you.